I hope you emptied your mind, your brain, and channeled your inner German.
Jawohl.
Apfelstrudel.
Schnitzel. So,
Beer.
for those of you that want to breeze through this thing yourselves, first of all, here's the link. So now,
Spread one.
before we can get into this, this one is going to ask us, or at least it should. It should. It's connecting. It should ask us a question. At least it did when I did it earlier today.
Okay, we're getting there.
The site is disgustingly slow.
Bitte
Okay.
kreuzen Sie an. Es gibt nur eine richtiges Antwort.
Wait. This is not the right test.
Okay, ignore the link, I guess. Didn't you save the URL there?
No, I deleted that. One sec. Interactive questionnaire for a test. Interactive sample questionnaire. Which one did I click earlier? I cannot read
Like
that.
all of them.
This is not English? Of course not. It's a German test.
It will have to be translated through the webpage.
Yeah, use your browsers. This is the one I meant. Sorry, I gave you all the wrong link. So, first things first. Right click, translate. Your browser should be able to do that.
Translate to English.
So, we need to do a quick poll. Quick poll. We set that up. I mentioned in the beginning.
Oh, here you can pick the
That-
states.
Correct. This thing has 16 different versions because it's about culture and living in Germany.
You do see that you picked a test that has 300 questions.
Yeah, but you don't get 300 questions.
I get the feeling that you get 300 questions.
You got to earn to live in the Germany now.
Because if that is true, I say Germany is its own thing.
No. So, I will let you pick between doing the tests from Berlin, the hipster capital of a country. You can pick Bavaria.
Me type one.
You sure you can do that? So, Berlin, hipster capital city. Bavaria, the one in the south that you all know from the cliche pictures of Germany, the people wearing the traditional clothing, the leather pants, the Lederhosen. The Oktoberfest is in Munich, which is also in Bavaria. It mostly rural areas, nice mountain range. Or the last one, the Saarland. It's
You spell it like this, no?
super tiny state in the west southern part. Nobody I've ever met there, nobody I've ever met lives there. And the only thing I know about the Saarland is that apparently incest is a thing there. I think it's the German version of Alabama, I guess. If you want to go with the hurtful cliches, something like this.
There.
So let's go. Which state do we do?
There are actually 310 questions.
Nice.
You sure you don't want to make Germany its own stream and we do the Netherlands?
Nah, let's do this. We can get through. The questions are images, so the rest of the page translate, but not the questions for me. I will translate them for you.
I think it might be better to do the Netherlands first with your 300 questions.
You just angered a lot of grandma uncle brothers. Grunklers, if you are all three at the same time. So, if you have a preference, vote in the poll now. And then we'll take that test. If it actually gives us 300 questions, we'll just do 20 again.
I'm just gonna say the Dutch one at 40. 310. This is like peak German. And I want you to do this test in written form, print it out,
3 times.
and send it to like several thingies.
We're not gonna do 310, we're gonna do 20.
Let's do the first 20 questions.
Yes.
Because 310 is way too much. This is so German, it's amazing.
I shouldn't laugh so hard at my own country. I mean, I should, but it's making me cough. This is my chance to get banned from Germany. this, I mean, you...
You will answer them all.
No, you will answer them all. There is no choice. If you want to be the German citizen, yeah, you do take the test and you will answer all 310 of the questions, yes? Or yeah, I should say, yeah? It is not so bad, is it now? There will, yes.
Also, it said you had 1 hour in the previous thing.
I can just imagine some guy at like the office wherever you do the test, just standing there with like a whip to just go faster, go faster. All right.
Okay.
Saarland 1.
Alabama, here we come.
Saarland. Are you ready?
Yeah, we are doing
20.
first 20.
1 hour for 300 questions. Yes,
We
smart or
got
not.
this.
You can't answer 5 point something questions every minute? And you don't deserve to be. No. Let's go through this. If it doesn't translate, we will translate for you.
Sweet home Alabama.
And we will do 20.
20.
And my cough
Did you-
blood went up into my teeth. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
It just...
In Deutschland dürfen Menschen offen etwas gegen die Regierung sagen, weil in Germany people are allowed to say something that is against the government because...
That is so stupid. Why do they have pictures in there?
Read the questions or the options.
So in Germany, people are allowed to say something against the government openly because freedom of
People pay
religion
tax.
applies here.
I shouldn't laugh, I know the answers, I think.
People pay taxes. People have the right to vote. Freedom of expression applies here. And especially seeing how this is German, you can all post your answers there. I'm gonna guess no one here knows, but you might win German citizenship.
Not officially from us. Also, yes, it's actually giving you 310.
That's what I mean.
Amazing. No, hard cap 20. We still have 40 Dutch ones to go through. We'll do 20. We'll get there. So, Tifa?
I love the answer. People pay taxes. You pay money. You're allowed to talk. But yes, freedom of expression applies here.
That is correct. Congrats, Tifa. To the home page.
Oh
Next.
no, the question was, yes, that is so stupid. I have no clue, but this is like German efficiency. Honestly, this is peak Germany.
No, this is genius if you think about it. This way you have to have learned German to be able to do this. You can't just rely on your computer to translate it for you.
You're not supposed to.
I missed it, I'm hard-boiling eggs. What was it? The question was, why are you allowed to say things that are against the government in Germany? And the answer is because of freedom of speech. Yeah. Thankfully right, but oof. Alright, in Deutschland können Eltern... In Germany, parents can decide up until the 14th year of age of their child whether it will participate in school in...
To take part in history lessons, to get religious education participants, to participate in political classes, and participate in language lessons.
So, once again, because German translation is hard, until your kid is 14, you as a parent get to decide whether.
Until 14, I am gonna... This one is hard. Your parents decide.
Yeah.
I remember I was allowed to pick which languages I was getting. But I would think out of all of these things, they will not force religious education on you. So I'm gonna go with B.
That is correct.
So your parents, until they are 14, get to pick whether your kid participates in religious education.
Case in point, my best friend in middle school had Religionsunterricht, religious studies, mostly about Christianity for some reason. And the kids that didn't go to those classes, like me, because my parents chose the other one, we had social studies where we learned about morals and philosophy to a certain degree. So you don't just not have a class, you get a replacement kind of thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Question
Until
3.
your parents are 14, yeah. Yeah. Question 3 is gold about context.
Did you already press?
Yes, this page takes forever to load.
German efficiency, I'm just saying.
The picture isn't even loading.
Deutschland is ein Rechtsstaat.
Germany is... How do you translate that word? Because if I do it wrong, that's not gonna be nice.
A state of law?
Yeah, basically. Germany is a state of law. What does that mean?
So Germany is a state of law. What does that mean? All residents and the state must abide by the law. The state does not have to abide by the law. Only Germans have to obey the law. The court makes the laws. It has to be A. Like the state has to stick to the laws as well, even though they might not. It has to be A.
Yes.
And for everyone that picked A,
Congrats.
congratulations. Evie so far is an upstanding German.
Yes. Now you only have 288 more questions to 308, I can't do math.
Only Germans have to obey.
Yeah. We just had social studies, but it was just history. Couldn't do religion in school unless it was a private school.
Okay. I guess it makes sense if the school is not religious.
So far I'm on my way to Germany, fellas. Nice. 3 for 3, following along another tab. Not bad, not bad. I'm so confused. Don't read it to us, just look at the ads.
So, gun ownership, club law, freedom of opinion, or vigilantism.
Which law is one of the base laws in Germany? Grundrechte are your laws as per our version of a constitution. We don't have a constitution. We have a Grundgesetz. Legally, there's a difference. It's the same idea. Just, it's laws. So.
Perfect score so far, but if Czech wasn't translating. Yeah, German is a weird language. Wait, Fotis B is right of thumb. What the fuck? Oh, rule of thumb. Okay, that...
Oh, yeah.
It kind of makes sense, I suppose.
That's wonderful. Did Jack Tifa do Saarland or Berlin?
Saarland.
Yeah, the Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is definitely freedom of opinion.
I'm pretty sure that's correct, but yes.
So everyone that picked C, congratulations.
Rule of thumb means you can't beat your wife with anything smaller than your thumb. No. Rule of thumb is something completely different. Weird, I'm in Saarland too. We should meet. Now. What's number 5 gonna be?
Holy shit, this site is so slow.
Yeah, this is honestly, this is horrible. Wahlen in Deutschland sind frei, was bedeutet das? Elections in Germany are free. What does that mean?
You can accept money if you choose a certain candidate for it. What? Only people who have never been in prison are allowed to vote. The voter must not be influenced or forced to cast a certain vote in the election and must not be disadvantaged by the election. All eligible voters must vote.
I would love D.
So voting in Germany is free. What does it mean? And it has to be D, because all of you go vote. But
hello, yes, I use a Jack. You have to come with us now. It is election time, yes? Come now. Please, make your mark here.
But the only logical one is C. Once again.
Pokemon go to the polls. That would be really cool. C. So far, I'm a better German than American. Nice.
Like German is, I expected this. It's so straightforward, technically.
The biggest 2 challenges with this website are A, it takes forever to load, and the part that you can't translate this.
Ooh, how do you translate this?
What's the name of a German constitution?
Oh, never mind, that was easy. So, what's the name of the German constitution? People's law, federal law, German law or constitution?
Can I untranslate this? Because I think the differences matter here. No, I don't.
You cannot put this back.
We might get this one wrong because translating these legal terms can be tricky. I misread that is only people who have been in prison can vote.
That's a very different state.
You have to have killed at least 2 people in your life or committed a serious crime so that you get to vote.
Honestly, I have.
Oh, here we go. Volksgesetz, Bundesgesetz, Deutsches Gesetz, Grundgesetz.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Then I know which one.
I still don't know, but I think it's Grundgesetz.
That your last answer?
So it's D.
Correct.
I would have said B in the English version.
Yeah, that's why here the German words actually matter. Yeah. Gonna go D? That was correct.
Good job, Evie. When in doubt, press D.
D is the German answer to C in American multiple choice.
This one.
Which law is part of your Grundrechte, the basic laws, that are guaranteed by the German Constitution? The right to
Freedom of belief and conscience, entertainment, work, and apartment. You are guaranteed work.
No, you have a right to be entertained. Oh yeah, we should have worked that into our channel trailer. This is a broadcast from Germany. You all have the right to be entertained starting now.
Nüsse sind gesund.
Pick your poison, Tifa.
It's gonna be A. But yes, all of the answers so far are, it makes sense.
I think Germany would be really cool if it was B. Everyone works. There we go.
I think we got all of that correct.
You are 7 for 7. Not bad.
It's exactly as I expected. Either the rest makes no sense, or it's very straightforward.
I wonder, when the Saarland questions come in, whether you find it morally right to have sex with a cousin and have offspring.
So far, all of this I think counts in the entirety of Germany.
Pretty much. What is not written in the Constitution of Germany?
Not written.
Or what's not mentioned? Can mean more than...
Human dignity is inviolable.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should have the same amount of money.
That would be nice.
Everyone is allowed to express their opinion. All are equal before the law. Well, it's definitely D because if you work for the government, you are definitely not equal for the law. But okay, fine, it's B. What is not in the Constitution? B. And you look like B would be wrong.
Correct.
A, human dignities.
There is, if I'm not completely wrong, hear me out though, there is something similar mentioned in our Constitution. What's the wording? That the goal of our Grundgesetz, our Constitution, is to create wealth for every German citizen. Something like that.
Well, that's not going all too well.
Yeah, I mean...
I tried to spend my money and it cost the population. Yeah.
No, I have to get this for free now. So, number 9. Which basic law is valid in Germany only for foreigners? The law of the right to
protection of family, human dignity, asylum, or freedom of opinion.
Now I know what it means.
So only for foreigners.
Yeah.
That has to be C.
Imagine if it was anything but C.
Human dignity.
Yeah.
Only foreigners get dignity.
In a restaurant, there's somebody sitting there from Germany ordering food. The waitress comes, just slaps them across the face, spits in their food. Next to them, a tourist shows up, orders food. He's like, yes, here, please enjoy your meal. Mwah, I love it. Hello, Rix. Happy Friday.
How are you doing, Rix? Nice to see you.
If you want, you can participate with us in taking this test for German citizenship.
Maybe see if you can make your Oma proud.
Yeah, basically. Only foreigners can protect their family. No family in Germany. Rix, thank you for the resub. Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for the resub. Question for you.
Which one of these is in accordance with the German constitution?
The corporal punishment, torture, the death penalty, the fine. Wait, which one of these?
That took me a second.
Wait, which one of these is...
Which one of those are legal? Corporal punishment, as in, for example, punching somebody in the face when they did something wrong.
That should be legal.
Torture, the death penalty, and the fine.
Yeah, it is D, but we all want to say like A or B, right?
No. You brenne du. No. No.
It's corporal punishment.
It's the fines. Hello, Pound Wolf. Happy Friday. How are you doing? Just working while working. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for the lurk. Hope you're doing well. Kick butts at work.
Tifa, you are 10 for 10. Objection.
Okay, so far I think we're all upstanding Germans. Maybe we did one more.
What is the name of the Verfassung der Bundesrepublik Deutschland? So what is the name of the constitution of Germany?
I think we need the German version again for this. Constitution, federal constitution.
Hey Fodi, if your browser doesn't translate, can you give us the answers again in Germany? In German? Speaking is difficult.
I have no clue. Wie wird die Verfassung der Bundesrepublik Deutschland genannt?
Grundgesetz, Bundesverfassung, Gesetzbuch, Verfassungsvertrag. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matenart and Fodi. I'm gonna go with A in this case, Grundgesetz.
So, Constitution.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Going A based on a previous answer.
The question is unfair though. Yes, this is what I meant earlier. Germany is really funny with its like lawyer-like terms or like law terms, and like constitution, federal constitution. I couldn't tell you the difference.
Same. Imagine 300 of these questions.
Basically.
300.
Oh, awesome, Autonaut, thank you. Oh, you did that at the same time, basically. Not bad.
Laws are a bitch, man.
A party in the German version of the Senate wants to get rid of the freedom of press. Is this possible?
Yes, it is possible to get rid of the freedom of press if more than half of the members of the Bundestag are in favor.
The Senate kind of thing.
Yes, but for this to happen, 2/3 of the members of the Bundestag must be in favor.
2/3?
2/3. Only 2/3. No, because freedom of the press is a fundamental right. It cannot be abolished.
That's the word I was looking for the whole time. Those basic and base laws I mentioned? Fundamental rights. That makes a lot more sense.
And no, because only the Federal Council can abolish freedom of the press. I think this is a worldwide thing, so I'm gonna go with you guys and stick to C as well.
I have a bad feeling it's D.
The Federal Council can abolish freedom of press. That is, they cannot just decide to get rid of it.
I was thinking about this for a second because I remember when the pandemic started, there were debates happening over here because the laws that needed to be changed to do stuff like the mask mandates, there were arguments whether that's a federal issue or whether that actually has to do with our constitution and like what part of the government has to put these laws in place. And I thought I remembered that being something like that only a particular organ can, or a particular part of the government can change those fundamental rights temporarily under very specific circumstances.
I'm sticking with Hawk that you are a fake German because basically all of us are one ahead of you.
Yeah, fair, fair. Meeting time, say hello to everybody.
Kick butts, Hawk.
Number 13. In Parliament, the term opposition means
the ruling parties. The group with the most maps, whatever a map is, I have no fucking clue.
No idea.
All parties that were able to reach the 5% hurdle in the last election, and all deputies who do not belong to the governing parties. I have no fucking clue. The opposition in parliament stands for... Well, it's opposition. So it's the other ones. It's either A or D.
The opposition is the ruling
Oh,
party.
no, it's the opposite. Okay, it's
Who are they
D.
opposing?
It's D.
Lock in your answers, people. D?
D.
D?
It has to be D.
It is D. Yeah.
I'm taking screenshots so I can move to Germany.
I can send you the link, Rix. This is openly available. Nice. You're doing well.
Okay, so far...
Passers by on the street may insult. Freedom of speech in Germany means that I can do...
May insult passerby on the streets. Can express my opinion in letters to the editor. I would love to do that here. May wear Nazi symbols. May express my opinion as long as I do not contradict the government. So, I would say A and B. I am allowed to insult passerbys on the street. I'm just saying, but fine, okay. I'm willing to go with... I don't know what the fuck a map is, but the fact that you don't either helps. I have no clue, like, for real.
So, B, yeah?
This is badly worded. Yeah, the translation is...
Doesn't make it easier. So, insulting somebody, Tifa, in Germany, you can do that, but they can sue you for that.
Yeah, but we all know
Same
nothing
thing
comes
in
out of that.
most other countries. That's not true. It can. I mean, most people wouldn't sue, but for example, if you yell hurtful words at a police officer during your arrest, yes, that can be very expensive. You also don't get to wear things like Nazi symbols, because those are clearly contradicting German values and our constitution. And you are allowed to express your opinion if it is against the government.
That is fair.
That's my mouse there.
Read me 15! Okay, now I'm curious.
We're getting there. I assume you can write letters to anyone. Yes. You can also tell somebody to fuck off. Thing is, they are allowed to sue you for it. What is forbidden by the German constitution?
Military service, forced labor, free choice of profession, work abroad. Wait, what is forbidden?
Yes.
Oh, forced labor. Yeah, never mind. Why did I even have to think about that?
No free choice for you.
That has to be me. And I agree with Mattenhart. Yelling at a cop while you're being arrested isn't insulting a passerby. It's like you walking past and I yell like, hey, you have a fat ass.
I think that could be slander.
Yeah, but if you go to the police and you go, hey, that girl just said I have a fat ass, they will laugh at you.
Yeah, but you can still take them to court. And you probably would win this if you have proof.
I don't think you'll even find anyone to do the paperwork. Like, I'm willing to...
That's a different problem. That's not part of the question.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, but we all know how it works.
Tifa, I feel like that specific instance would be more sexual harassment.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, that is one.
That is true.
Number 16. When is the expression of
Speech.
of a freedom of speech constricted in Germany?
So, when is the freedom of speech constricted in Germany? In the public dissemination of false claims about individuals.
It has to be a, there's semen in the word.
In the case of expressions of opinion about the federal government. In discussions about religions. In case of criticism of the state. In the public, I would have to say A. The rest makes sense.
Correct. Again, with a libel slander thing.
See, like, this is Germany. It's all straightforward. Like, the rest is just wrong.
Just makes sense.
Like, you don't even need to be German to know this.
In Colorado, a cop arrested a guy for nothing but flipping him the bird. That is something that would happen over here too, because you are insulting a federal worker. The cop got paid leave and the guy won a large amount of money in a settlement for wrongful arrest. Over here you would not be allowed to get arrested for it, but you would be allowed to get fined for it. And quite substantially too, because I think a case like this actually happened a few years ago.
I think in recent years they've become more, do you call it adamant on that? Like they're acting stricter on these things because it's gotten out of hand, I believe.
Which makes sense. You don't want your upstanding citizens to go completely nuts. So.
No. 17, we are almost through. Like we said, we're only going to 20.
German laws forbid
the freedom of expression of the inhabitants, citizens' petitions, freedom of assembly of residents, unequal treatment of citizens by the state. Yeah, it has to be A. Like, you can't talk shit about the people who live there.
Why does it feel like Germany really wants people to come over? Because those are softball questions. I mean, I'm happy with that. You're all welcome to come over, but
that's what I mean. It's not even that the rest of the questions is something like, especially unless you're talking about like some of the political ones. Like if you're talking about what is right and wrong, like the answer makes sense. There is not a question where you need to think like, hey, is it forced labor or is it...
There are some countries where these things are different.
Yeah, but I mean the test makes sense.
Because you grew up with very similar values.
I guess. It seems like a decent place. Well,
yeah. It's not bad.
If we take away the website and the way it's built and all of that, then...
Evie is talking about Germany, you fool, not the test.
I'm quite sure this website is hosted in Germany.
Which fundamental law is mentioned in the very first article of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Germany?
Also, none of this so far is specific for Saarland. The inviolability of human dignity, the right to live, religious liberty, and freedom of opinion.
I know this one.
Inviolability means again?
It's untouchable.
Okay. Oh, repeat the question, please.
Which fundamental law is mentioned in Article 1 of the Constitution of Germany?
I would say A. No, human dignity, no. We're gonna D. Freedom of opinion. Or A. Human dignity.
Pick your poison.
The right to live. No, religious liberty.
Which one would you mention at the very first thing? It's the first words of a German constitution. It's our we the people.
I'm gonna side with Evie and blindly go for A. I think it makes sense.
Die Würde des Menschen ist unantastbar. The very first words. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The other stuff is in there too, but the very first thing is that. Yeah.
Might actually do better on this than the US one.
You should all come over, seriously.
Yeah, this one
we can help you with German lessons.
This one is also not based on history, that helps.
Maybe questions 250 to 300 would be.
It could still get worse, I suppose. Freizügigkeit.
I need to...
What does that word even mean?
I need to look up the correct translation.
Der Bedeutung... Permissiveness?
Yeah, it's not about exhibitionism. Was verstehen wir unter dem Recht der Freizügigkeit in Deutschland? What do we understand under the right of permissiveness in Germany? Oh no, even he has to look it up. Yeah, because in my way of using the word freizügig, it can also mean to be very free with something or to expose yourself. It has several meanings.
Do you have a song to remember it?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what do we mean under the right of permissiveness? You can choose your own place of residence. You can change your profession. You can choose a different religion. You are only allowed to move lightly dressed in public.
Please repeat the question. Oh my god. What do we understand under the law of permissiveness in Germany? D would be really funny, but...
Okay, A makes sense, B makes sense, C makes sense. I think it's going to be A, because you're not stuck. Wait, before you go. Important question. Is it about this question or another question? You can change your profession. You could definitely...
Good old law of promiscuity. Yes.
Why would you have a law about... Okay, wait, no. I think it's A.
That is correct.
Wow, this one is hard.
As a male, can I walk shirtless in public in Germany? Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
That is legal.
At
all times of the year.
There actually was, just a couple days ago, I think, a legal battle about women being topless in public swimming pools and stuff. And if I recall correctly, they won. Because they argued that if men can walk around topless, why can't women? And they won. Because on the other way around it would be sexist, right?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Hey, final question, number 20. A party in Germany follows or is attempting to create a dictatorship. This makes them
tolerant.
Also, first of all, thank you for the sub call.
Call me now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it.
So, Tifa.
Celebrate our Germanship with a sub. So, a party in Germany wants to become a dictatorship and they are tolerant. I mean, this is most what have happened in our history. Rule of law oriented. I mean, yes. Law abiding. I mean, yeah, they will make laws, which I'm sure they will all abide. Unconstitutional.
Wow, Tifa.
We're gonna go with A, right? Okay.
No.
D. Okay.
Correct, because the Constitution mandates democracy, and if you try to get rid of that, that is against the Constitution.
Why are so many... Okay, I'm gonna complain about so many of these things being about laws, and I know it makes sense because you're trying to move to a country, so you should understand the laws, but...
Start writing stuff down, Diva.
But still, it's like... I know, so boring.
Well, back to lurking. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Kick butts, some more at work.
Yes.
Okay, so we got the German
test. Tifa writes down your scores.
We have Evie with 90-20.
Is jaywalking legal in Germany? That's a great question. I don't know.
What is jaywalking?
Crossing the street when you're allowed to.
Oh, fun fact. Germans love to talk shit at you if you cross a red light. Like, if you cross a red light and there is someone standing with you, there will be bitching about you crossing the light.
Es ist rot!
I guarantee you, it is so German to speak to others when they break a rule. They literally will chase you and tell you what you did wrong.
Well,
I kid you not. I kid you not.
I didn't misclick, nothing happened.
Do I have to remind you of the guy yesterday? We were walking on the sidewalk. This one guy was like very slowly cycling over the sidewalk, coming by, and this old man is like shouting at him that he has to cycle on the street, and he's like way gone, and he's still complaining about this guy who cycled past 3 minutes ago.
Yes, that's a German thing.
It is so German. Okay, sorry, I was
jaywalking in Germany is only an offense if a pedestrian ignores a nearby crossing, endangers someone else, or causes an accident. So, there you go. You have to actually break an existing law to have it be a punishable offense.
Okay, one sec. I
Trying
have...
to open Twitch on the browser on my phone, but it keeps popping me back to the app and making me click the wrong things. Yeah, it happens.
Give me one quick second. I have Evie with 1920, Mattenart 2020,
Nice.
Yomo 1820,
Impressive. Fody, 17.
Fody 1720, Ranger 120. I didn't miss anyone, right?
No, you got it.
And Hawk we can still ask.
Yeah. I just want to use my Twitch Prime. Why can't I use it on mobile? Twitch being Twitch. I'm happy that nobody has tried to use our chatbot today because I cannot reconnect it. I tried earlier with Tifa before the stream for like 10 minutes. Every time we try to reconnect it because it gets kicked out every 30 days. Why does it work?
Oh, what the fuck?
It's not connected.
We've been trying for like 5 minutes.
Okay, forget what I said.
It kept saying our password was wrong.
No, it kept telling us, please try again later.
Oh, I thought it
The
was
password
a
is
password
correct,
message.
trust me.
Never mind, I take it back.
Okay, I guess it's not connected, but it's connected. Thank you, Ranger. I like it.
Okay, are you guys ready for one last test
After a break.
after a break?
Because the last one is gonna be the Dutch one.
It's gonna be
And I think it's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be the Dutch one. It will have 40 questions, but it's only A-B questions. So it's easier because, you know, 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
And it's not like German. You can just translate the page.
Yes. And we have Tifa, so. I
So-
totally did this one. It wasn't busy hard-boiling eggs. I got through 6 questions before getting fed up with a slow website. Understandable. I have no excuses for the performance of this website because it's a disgrace.
And then you fail the time limit because, you know, half of
Imagine.
the time you have to wait for the page to load.
We have pretty good internet. Like for German standards at least.
This is a website problem.
This is website. This is, yeah. When I was, is this still a thing? Let me double check. If you open this website yourself, again, link was in chat earlier, you will find that this is just an HTTP website. This is not secure. This is not HTTPS. This is an official website by one of our ministries. And they can't even get current day standards for their website. I can't say anything else about it. It's also because I was multitasking and I kept missing Jack's question translation and not being able to answer. I'm sorry. My browser's
is
been
fair.
bitching the whole time, as it should have. There's
What?
no excuse for this website being where it is.
What was your score until 6 Groundhog?
6 out of 6 also works. It's true.
I will still write it down.
Hello, Nando.
Nando,
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. But no, it's not your browser that's been bitching the whole time, it's this thing.
No, the browser about this not being a secure website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. This thing is absolute shit, and I cannot imagine doing 300 questions on the site.
I don't have the time.
Sure.
By the time I'm done, I'm on my pension. Probably. If there's still such a
Okay, for now, Groundhog, I'm gonna write down 6 out of 6. If it's incorrect,
perfect score.
let me know later. And in the meantime, we will take a short break. Channel your inner Dutchness already.
Yes, go crazy, have some peanut butter, ride a bike. Who knows? We'll be back with Dutchness. BRB.
BRB.